Welcome back to another video. Hey guys. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the GB fam too. What's up, my people? What's up? Let me take a thumbnail first and then I'm going to tell you guys what I got for you. Before I forget, my daughter was like, Mommy, make sure you take your thumbnail. That should be good. What's up, my people? What's up? How's everybody doing? What I got for you guys today? Today, baby, what I got for you guys is some lobster tails and sushi. Lobster tails and sushi. Y'all already know. I'm ready to get it in. Yes, ma'am. How's everybody doing today? You know, I normally gotta shift some things around. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shift this over here. I'm gonna bring this bowl around here. Sorry, guys. You know, I gotta get it together. I don't know why I just don't have it like that in the beginning, but it just fit me well right now, which is probably like backwards, but I'm sorry. This is just something that I do. How are you guys? How's everybody doing today? Don't forget, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the GB fam. So, guys, we're gonna have movie time today. Yes, movie time. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna talk about a certain movie, and I want to see if you guys know what movie I'm talking about. I'm not going to say any character's name. I'm just going to say how the movie goes and, you know, the parts, the action in the movie and everything. And I'm going to see if you guys either have saw it before or know what movie I'm talking about. I'm going to do a little eating first and then we're going to get into it. So, got my little lobster tails. Oh, and today I only have garlic butter. You know what I made myself, garlic butter, which still is a little bit hot. I tried to let it cool off a little bit. I wanted these lobster tails today, baby. And sushi. Got my sushi. I might not be saying this correct. Wasabi. I got some wasabi with it. So what are you guys up to today? How's your day been? I hope everybody has had a blessed day. A little bit of ginger on it. I love sushi. Give you guys a bite. Take a bite. You already know sharing is caring. Yes, ma'am. I forgot my soy sauce. That's okay. I'll do without it. They still the-bomb without soy sauce. With soy sauce bringing a little bit more taste to it, but I'm good. Sprinkle some lemon on this bad boy. Yes. Put some onions on there. Mm-hmm. The bomb. Yes, ma'am. So guys, this was a movie that I watched last night, and it was actually really, really, really good. So I'm not going to tell you guys the character's name. I'm just going to talk about what the movie was about. So basically, when it started off, it was this guy. He was in a car accident. And, you know, they took him to the hospital, and he was in a coma. So basically, when he got out the hospital, out the coma, and you know, when I tell stories, I'll be all over the place, but I get to the points. Hold on. Sushi is the bomb. Then I have the spicy kind. It got a little kick to it. Yes. So, when he got out the hospital, well, before he got out the hospital, when he woke up, he was asking, "Where's my wife?" And the doctors was telling him that no one had came to see him. So he was studying, saying, "Where's my wife? Where's my wife?" And he had got out the hospital. So the thing was, he went to go look for his wife because he was a doctor. He was a doctor, and he had flew over to another country to introduce something with his medicine. It was a project that he flew over to a different country to introduce his medicine. So when he got up out the coma and he went to go look for his wife, when he went to the places where he thought she would be at, so he saw her. He went into he was at, not him, but his wife was at an event. So he went to the front door like, "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so, because he was a doctor. And the guy that was at the door was like, okay, you know, looking at him like, hold on, wait a minute. So he was like, yeah, matter of fact, there go my wife right there. His wife's name was Liz, just like mine. He's like, there go my wife right there. Oh, I didn't even supposed to tell the character's name. So it's out there. His wife's name was Liz, and he was like, there go my wife. Can you call her so she can verify that, you know, I'm her husband? Baby, it started getting good from this point. That was so good. So, the guy let him come in, and they walked over to Liz, and he was like, Liz. So she turned around like, okay. He was like, would you tell this gentleman that I'm your husband, Dr. So-and-so, I'm not gonna say his name. And she was like, so the guy was like, have you ever seen this guy before? And she was like, absolutely not. I'm like, wait a minute. So he was like, what are you talking about? I'm your husband, what are you doing? And she was like, I don't know this man. Then she turns around and says, this is my husband. So, know where I'm going with this. They done stole the man I didn't. So, he looking like, what is going on? So the other guy walked over and was like, you know, yes, I'm her husband or whatever. So he instantly like, you're lying. No, you're not. I'm her husband. What are you saying, Liz? What are you saying? So now these people looking at him like, what's going on? So he was going back and forth with the guy. You're not her husband. I'm her husband. So the people, the security, you know, the guys that were in charge. So they grabs him and takes him in the back. And like, calm down, calm down. So the guy was like, so basically you're Dr. So-and-so, so-and-so. He was like, yes, I am. He was like, and the guy that's with you're supposed to be, he was like, excuse me, your wife is not who that's supposed to be. So the guy was trying to be a little bit funny by saying like, you're crazy. So he was like, why aren't you guys arresting him? That's not his wife, that's my wife. Honey. He was like, I got some people that you can call. He was trying to call people to verify who he was. So the cops was asking him, well, if we call this person, how can this person verify you? Have they seen you before? And he was like, no, we talked over the phone. So they still tried to call anyway. It was going to the other guy that they were calling voicemail. So he sat there and he thought about it because he had actually just got out of the hospital. So he said he took out the doctor's card from the hospital. He said, you know what? Maybe I am wrong. The doctor told me I will be going through something like this. So maybe if you guys can just get me back to the hospital, I am truly sorry. When I was watching, I already knew then. I said, oh no, he trying to get up out that jam. He ain't trying to go back to that hospital. He trying to figure out what's going on. So they took him to a cab, you know, put him in a cab for him to go. The cab drew about a block. He was like, I changed my mind, let me out. So he got out and went right back to the place. Right back to the place, and he see his wife sitting with the guy that's supposed to be her husband. Baby, she was smiling and laughing like that was her husband for real. So, at this point, I'm like, I don't know who to believe now. Is it him or is it him? So the movie started getting good. Now he's going back and forth with trying to find out what's going on, why is someone claiming to be him. So he finds the guy that knows him. It was another doctor that knew him who he had talked to on the phone. So he went to the hospital where the doctor worked at, and the guy that was supposed to have been him in the beginning that was already with the wife was there with the doctor. He instantly walked through the door. He's not who he said he is. He's portraying to be me. So the doctor, because remind you, the doctor never saw neither one of them. He only talked to the real person on the phone. So the doctor looking like, what is going on? So he was like, no, he's betraying to be me. Remember when we was talking about your daughter and we was talking about how good it is to have our wives do. So tell me why the other man started speaking the same thing he was speaking. So you didn't know who talked to the doctor on the phone, because he was saying the exact same stuff that he was saying. So I had started thinking, I'm like, I don't know, maybe the man lost his memory or something. Because remind you, he was in a coma. So good. But he was so adamant about proving that he was who he was. That's what kept my eyeballs on the screen. So he goes around, start doing research and like trying to find out what's going on. Matter of fact, I skipped a whole part. When he had the car accident, the young lady that was in the car accident with him, it was the cab lady that was driving. He went back and found her. And that's what kind of made me thought like, okay, it might be something to this. Because when he found her at a restaurant and she just kept saying, leave me alone. If you didn't do anything wrong, why are you like, leave me alone? So the girl wound up helping him. She wound up going around with him, trying to figure out what was going on. You know, did somebody steal his identity or what? So he finally ran into his wife again. He followed her. She was at this like picture museum. And one of the guys, again, I'm all over the place, but let me jump back. So when he found the girl, so when they went to go look for some evidence or whatever, they ran into this guy. The guy tried to kill him. For some apparent reason, I don't know. So the guy was trying to kill him. So as the guy was following him, he went to this art gallery and ran into his wife. This is good. It got a little kick to it, but it's good. He ran into the art gallery and ran into his wife and was like, Liz. So she started talking then. She was like, you left your briefcase at the airport. Go find it. And he was like, no, come with me right now. She was like, no, they'll kill us both. So I was like, oh, okay, he ain't crazy. And she turned around and kissed him. Excuse me. She turned around and kissed him and was like, go find the briefcase. And it'll tell you everything, and I love you. And meet me at the airport. So that he do. Him and the girl, the taxi cab driver that he was in a car accident with. So they go to the airport, find the briefcase and everything. And the lady that was at the airport was like, basically like, the only way that you can get this briefcase is if you know the code to it. He said it, and that's what it was. So then the doctor was also at the airport because the girl was like, it don't feel right. I don't want to be here, you know. And he was like, she said she's gonna meet me here. We just gonna sit and wait. But he ran into the doctor that he was had talked to over the phone. So the doctor was like, hey, how you doing? You know, they shaking hands with her. He was like, you know what, come on, go with me so we can go talk or whatever. Baby, that man had left that girl, started walking with that doctor. When he got to that car, the man that was already chasing him was in the van. He didn't see him though until he got to the van. And the doctor, they done tased him and threw him in the car. I said, oh Lord, they all working together. Honey, the girl was finna actually leave and go her way. But she turned around and she saw that they had him. She came back to help him though. She did. She came back to help him. So they all ended up on a like in a garage on a rooftop in a, you know, where you park your car. Cause she didn't chase them in the car. They didn't tase him, so he out. But he comes back too. So good. He's out, but he comes back too. So the girl like, oh my Lord, I got to say this, man. So she get over there, you know, they was tussling and fighting, and boom, bam, she done knocked one of the mans off the roof. And the other guy, I think the one that they had tased had shot him. So now he shot him, and the other one, she hit the other one with the car when he fell over the roof. So now they got the briefcase too. So for some reason, they was trying to keep this briefcase away from him. But before he had shot the guy, he was telling him, if I'm correct, before he shot him, he was telling him, you were one of my worst projects, you were one of my best projects, but you let something over become you. So I'm looking like, what is this man talking about? Honey, through the whole movie, it was so much anticipation and like, what they finna do now? What's going on now? So, like I said, I was gonna be all over the place, and I just hit certain spots of the movie to see if you guys can catch it and tell me what it is. So, the moral of the whole thing was, when he got the briefcase and they opened it, he had like so many different passports with him and pictures and his wife, and so he was looking like, what? He still was lost. But at this point, I'm like, oh, so basically he was like a hired hitman. And I guess they had let him go from a certain job and put another man in his job, where when he got into the car accident or whatever, he maybe thought that he was really actually having a relationship with his wife when he wasn't. He was a hitman. I'm like, oh my God. So this man then went through all this thinking that this lady was really his wife, and she wasn't. When I tell you, honey, that movie had me going, I literally was like, that's her husband. But at the end, it shows that all of them was, even his wife, she was a hit woman. All of them was. But my thing was, even though I know it's a movie and actors have to play their scenes out, why they just didn't tell them like, you were no longer on this case anymore, instead of having him go through all that, running from people, almost getting killed, like trying to find out. But yeah, but at the end, the wife had another hit she's supposed to do on this, it was like a rich, I think Arabian guy or something like that. And he came and stopped them. I guess he said, Well, I was a hitman, but I'm not no more. At the end, he came and he was just killing people. But he was killing people to save other people. That was an amazing movie. If you guys know what I'm talking about, comment down below and let your girl know. I want to know if you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-see movie. You must see it. It is so good. This is so good. And it only take a little of the wasabi. It only take a little of this. Baby. Don't put a lot, you're gonna be on fire. It only take a little bit. For me. It might take a lot for others. I don't know. But it is so good. So guys, I know I was all over the place with that movie. But that's what I want to get at. I want to see if you guys can guess what movie that I'm talking about. It's an amazing movie. It's a must-see. You must see it if you haven't saw it already. It's been out for a while. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of you guys have already saw it. And you know what I'm talking about. So comment down below. Let your girl know. I am so grateful that you guys came and chilled with me today at the table. This food was amazing. It was so good. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up for your girl. Share this video with any and everybody. I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, GV fam.